Since we arrived in the Maritimes, I'd found the odd sign was just a little different than I was used to, but I really puzzled over this one. Best as I could tell, it was saying, do what you're supposed to do and don't do the rest. Maybe it was just a way of saying behave. I've never had them make you do a U-turn on a ferry. I mean, that's the kind of instruction I'd expect from our GPS unit. When convenient, do a U-turn. You can't record the ferry coming into the terminal unless you're not getting off at that stop. And this is our first time having a multi-stop ferry. So that big lip is the front, and it's up ready for the traffic to drive out.
After we arrived at Fogo Island, we drove to Tilting and we find a campground on the beach. This is the trail, 7.6, and it's a loop. It's pretty late, after 4 o'clock. Kaya just saw a rabbit exactly like Twinning Gate. How pretty it is. Kaya's on the bridge.
The board here says they have the warmest summers of any coastal area.
You mean this?
In the province.
Oh.
Well, it's certainly warm today, right now.
Here's the trail, Turpin's Trail. We're not in Twinning Gate, so this is not a rock cut system.
No.
It's different. Today we had ferry, which was a little bit frustrating because they said they wouldn't allow dog on the top, any deck. So Kaya crying when I tried to leave her in the van. And so I stayed with Kaya and I let Dave going to the deck. So the ferry arrived and everybody came down, and except Dave. The car behind us already started engine, and I don't know where's the Dave. I texted him, he didn't get the message. Then I was like, what am I supposed to do? Okay, I got ready and put everything back together, decided to drive. Then I will get him after I move the van, because I wasn't sure he can get my call. I wasn't sure there's a service there. The message is delivered, he never answered. Then I called him. I said, are you gonna come down? We're there. He came down. Just about the front car is started moving, he jumped into the van.
Started the engine and drove off.
It's not funny because every time you think, oh yeah, we're gonna lose our dog, every time we lose Dave.
In fact, there were 2 ferries. One would stop at Change Island. The other one went directly to Fogo Island. We were on the directed one, and we didn't know that.
So far we hiked under 2 kilometers, and there is the iceberg. There. Yeah, the whole trail, just us.
Okay, so here's our trailblaze of the day. It's a sort of a castle as trailblazes go. And there's an iceberg right behind it. Oh, this is really nice trail. It was in the woods a while back. Now it's out on the shore. Ground's a little bit soppy, but we're okay stepping in it. We can step around and on rocks and stuff.
This iceberg, Dave said it looks like a lion. I said it looks like a rooster. Depends on which side you think is the head.
there's Peggy's Cove we went to, and then there's Peggy's Beach.
See, what's Kaya from? She was pulling and pulling, and I didn't know why she was pulling. Just look at me. So cute. That is a fox. Kai just chased it. See that face? Can you see it?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. He just jumped from here to there. It looks like a kayak. Oh, there you go. He seems to have only 3 legs. Yeah, look, we walked from over there all the way to here. And there's a little tiny one that is another iceberg. And on the trail, we saw a caribou and a fox. Of course, Kaya found them first. Kaya, can you pose? No.
Kaya, up, up. Okay.
Kaya, pose. Good girl. Good girl.
Good girl, Kaya.
Okay,
good girl.
We got to this lookout. That's great.
Oh yeah, by that green building across.
That green building behind it. They named this Seal Cove, so it might be a seal was here. It's a nice beach. We're back to woods from Seal Cove. Oh, it's very nice though.
Yeah. Oh, it's cool in here too.
Yeah. Kaya's leading. We're getting close to that greenhouse. That is the beach change room. But we have to go around this cove. We're back to the beach that we're camping on. You can't drink that, Kaya. It's salty.
Oh, the whole lot is salty, isn't it?
The fox just outside. He's just walking around and looking at our car. Because he knows There's probably food here. He's looking.
So I had a gentleman stop by our campsite this morning. It was a Mr. Dwyer, and I bought a book from him. So we just looked it up, and they actually have his house as a tourist attraction. So it's closed for the season. So I was very lucky that he came to me, and I got him to autograph the book. He used to be a fisherman way back, came into being an author. He's done 6 books, 5 are still in print. He's self-published, so this is Tilting. It's a really nice little town. So we're about to start the Lion's Den Trail, which is one of the 2 biggies on the island. The original Marconi site. I guess we'll have to watch out for that. So we're parked at the trailhead. They have this huge, glorious interpretation center. Apparently, the 4th of June is still outside of tourist season, so it's closed. Okay, so we're heading down the Lion's Den Trail. Oh, and they've done this again. They post children's books. 1 pair of pages on every sign. So as the children walk through the trail, they can read the story, or it can be read to them. And meanwhile, they're on a hike. Well, there's a nice big interpretive sign regarding the Marconi station. Kaya's posing again. We came across the site of the original Marconi wireless relay station. It stood from 1911 to 1933. And I saw this little rock here on the floor. It's at 300 feet above sea level. This seems to be what's left of the house. Just the well. Oh, it's not what I thought it would be. The station was a vital communication link between Newfoundland coastal Labrador and ships at sea. Labrador's landmark via Battle Harbour meant that Fogo was also an essential component tying the island of Newfoundland to the North American telegraph network. It was also used as a family home by its operators.
Is a wine cellar?
Yeah, I think you're being very hopeful. This was more about radio communications than having a glass of wine. Let her in.
Oh, you can go in.
This is nice. Hey, Jenny,
Hmm?
there is wine in here.
It is, right?
No.
Oh, I thought it used to be.
Come in. Out, I mean. Yeah. Well, it actually seemed pretty clean in there. So they have a nice boardwalk here, and more of the story. Mom comes in and says, I love you more than flowers love noses. I love you more than erasers love mistakes. And look how much syrup he's putting on his pancakes. Oh, as she's pouring in, oh, that would be milk for his lunch. I love you more than blackboards love chalk. I love you more than syrup loves pancakes. I love you more than umbrellas love rain. Oh, there's a bridge coming up. But first, I love you more than string loves kites. So we got 2 optional side trails here. Lookouts. So, if we do all of them, it ends up being a pretty long trail, but we have time and we're fit enough, so if something takes our fancy, we go for it.
I think that's it.
Why did they put the pole up there?
We got to the lookout. This is a white water palm. And there's more over there. It's quite a climbing, but we're pretty close to that lookout.
Just over there is the village. Right there, center screen, way off in the distance is an iceberg. And there's 2 more right about there. Down there, center screen, is a fishing boat. He seems to be putting out traps because I see the buoys behind him. And then you can see the fjord or bay goes way into there. We had to drive around that to get here from where we were yesterday. This is certainly a beautiful trail.
It feels like they're going down to the steep hill. We finished the one of the lookouts, and that was a good one. It's a bit far, but it was good. Then we're back into the trail.
So this one says, I love you more than stars love wishes.
The trail gets into the forest.
Okay, so here's a landmark along the trail. I guess we don't need to use it, but it's nice to know it's there. So we've reached Lion's Den, and since Lion's Den is the name of the trail, this must be the climax. But initially, let's take a look at Lates Brook. But it's babbling. So they're pointing to the eastern tickle. Jenny misinterpreted it as something to do with ticks. I'm just thinking it's a dangerous thing if you're in a lion's den to start tickling things, like lions.
Here's the Lion's Den, the trail named by this cove. There's a little bridge over there.
This is Lion's Den. The furthest satellite community from the town of Fogo was Lion's Den. It was situated at the end of a winding coastal trail which extends to the northeast. The settlement was said to have established in 1836. It was first populated by fishermen from Conception Bay, Newfoundland, who were looking for better fishing grounds. In 1836, there were 22 people in 4 families. In 1935, there was 35 people in 9 families. Kaya's just somehow very nervous here. Jenny took her off leash, and Kaya's walking right beside Mom. Okay, she was. Something she doesn't like, but we don't know what it is. Well, this is interesting because this is like 2 coves come into here and they bump into each other. There's a little land bridge. Otherwise this would be an island. I was thinking they're like kissing coves. Well, that's a bit of a lip there. Let's take a look and see what we're up against, Kaya. Yeah, I keep on saying this is a beautiful area. It really is. Nice hiking, especially if you want some exercise. I think Jenny and I are doing pretty good these days for getting our exercise. Kaya certainly ends up passed out much of the day that we're not hiking. I end up having my naps. Jenny's had a few naps. Oh, this really goes.
You see Kaya pose there?
Yeah.
She ran from down there all the way to here.
Wow.
And a post there. That is the lookout. We were there. Oh, look at my little kaya. Look at my little kaya. See, Kaya's there. She's waiting for us. Oh, she's drinking the water.
I really like these different levels of water. And you've got this ocean with the islands on it in the background. And then you've got this lake right up here, very high above the ocean. It's all very pretty.
So the trail's gonna go down and all the way up again.
Oh, yes, this is a good trail. Good exercise.
We've done our hiking today. I think it's a 7 kilometers. This is a steep hill.
It was actually about 6.5,
Oh.
according to all trails.
Oh, that means that we skipped 3 lookouts.
Yeah.
I did ask you. You want to skip? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think I'd seen everything I needed to see. After our hike, we found this roadside pullout right beside a lake where we could camp for the night.
The next day, we went to town of Fogo Island. There were 2 trails in this town that we wanted to hike. The first trail is Fogo Batt Trail. It's 3.5 kilometers loop. We parked on the side of the road near the trailhead. It's a nice day, but it's very windy.
This trail, I mean, it's just rocks. There's no trees, anything. So it's very windy here.
From here, you can see the other trail, Brimstone Head Trail, one of the 4 corners of the flat earth. We just hiked from that lookout to this lookout.
So the trail is descending from here all the way to that little village. So they're pretend they're waiting for me.
No, you pretend to keep waiting. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah.
We're going down this stairs. There's 2 boats. They just go in different directions. We just came down from there. The wind became breeze. Going home.
Near it.
We arrived at this village, and this lookout has a cannon here.
We found an information board about shipwrecks at the Western Tickle. Portuguese trawler Maria Jonah went aground while entering Fogo in August 1949. Fishermen salvaged goods from the Portuguese trawler Fail, which went aground at Fogo with 12,000 quintals of fish on September 6, 1935.
So we got to the village. We just walk around. The trail is going through the village.
In one area of town, they'd created a kind of outdoor museum to give visitors an idea of the history. This part of Fogo Island was first settled by Europeans in 1697. There was 1,118 residents in 1901. So our trail this morning went through some wonderful coastal trail. In the second half of the loop, he's going through this little neighborhood and then up a slightly less populated stretch of highway for a kilometer, and then we hit the van again.
We finished the Fogo Head Trail, and we started this one, Brimstone Trail. We're gonna go all the way up there. Yeah.
Use the trail for the cliffs at your own risk.
Look at that trail over there. It's pretty steep. Oh, Kaya's running. More stairs. Kaya pose! Good girl! What we got here, there's one final step going over there. Okay, keep going.
Okay, Kai.
There's our Kai. She's great. We got on the top first. Kaya's so scared. It looks like you guys are relaxing. It's very windy.
Finally got on the top, but it's very windy. So we took a picture and start descending. That afternoon, we drove to Batt's Arm. Batt's Arm is the largest settlement on the island. It has the world-renowned Fogo Island Inn. It attracts celebrities from all over the world. It costs over $3,000 per night. Their income basically back to this community, which is very good.
Yeah, you can Google it. Some celebrities stayed there. Lots of celebrities, they don't want to expose their names.
The place is very discreet. Keep the privacy of their visitors private.
Yeah, here is the trailhead. There you go. It's a out and back trail. So along the trail, just like last trail, there's lots of boards for children. Very pleasant.
Fogo Island has 6 studios. This one is Lounge Studio. It's for local and international artists to create work inspired by Fogo Island.
You can see inside. Now from here you can see that hotel. There's better lighting. Kai's posing in front of that expensive hotel. Kai, you're not a celebrity. You don't need to pose.
She figures if she looked at you just right, you'd get her a room for the night.
You just walk along the beach. Not crowded. Trail here changed to pretty rocky. That's very pretty.
There were some interesting signs and interpretive boards along the trail.
The trail goes through the rocks. Yeah, we got to a house here. Here's the lonely house. Here's a solar panel. And there is the lonely hotel. On the top of the white rocks, that's the end of the trail. So we're going there. And look at this trailblaze. How cute. We're going that way. So So we got to the end.
We did. Not that it was that huge, but it is late.
Well, it's our third trail.
That's true, yeah. See that hotel over there?
So on the way back, it's very quiet. The only thing I can hear is the waves. I didn't think we could make it to the end because I thought it was just a short hike, walk kayak after dinner. But we did it. We made to the end and took a few photos. Really love their trail system. Look at this bridge. Isn't that nice? We're ready for Change Island. It feels very confusing. They have different schedule. The one in the washroom says 4:30. The one on the website says 2. We have a guy
lined up behind us is taking the 2:30, which isn't on the schedule. The visitor center.
Yeah, the lady told us 2:30. 2:30 wasn't on the schedule, either on the internet or the post.
That's what they had posted in the visitor center.
I should take a picture of the visitor center. So the ship going to Farewell is loaded.
Yep. Just waiting 3 minutes and then it's supposed to depart.
She's so cute here. And people are just like, hey, look at that dog. He's so cute.
Once it's all folded up and locked into place, then the upper lip comes down. Oh look, the boat's going backwards. See the swirling water just coming out from the shore?
Yeah.
In its front? Dog.
I think you can start. Back open. See it back.
So we got to Change Island. We've been on Fogo Island for a while and we're ready for a change of all things, so we came. So there's one highway that runs north to south. We came up it, we went almost to the end, we looked around. Jenny and I have parked there. There's a trail leaving off here, so that means we have somewhere to take Kaya this afternoon. The one thing I like about this island, there's something more like forest through it. Fogo Island had some in the interior. This one, like, we're basically at the coast, and they still have some really great forest. After running through Dildo Run Provincial Park, and then passing, not labeled here, Virgin Cove, and then taking the ferry over to Fogo Island, arriving at Stag Harbor, we went up to this end of the island and we did Lion's Den. Today, after a few days, we came back to Change Island. We're camped right beside Dildo Run, which appears to be some kind of an inlet, facing Main Tickle. And I'm very concerned that our travel videos may be very, very specifically not made for children according to YouTube standards. So today we're doing the Indian Lookout Trail. Here's the blaze of the day. The trail sign's further back. This is the first blaze. Very explicit. I like it. Okay, Kaya's dying to go up here. First sight on the trail is this lookout. This lookout shows where Little Gray's camped. It is so peaceful and quiet here. We're the only ones, seems like the only ones on the island, except when you get to the places where there's settlement. I mean, I haven't heard a car go up or down the highway. There was the, was it 5 or 6 vehicles ahead of us that got off? Actually, 2 of them stayed on to go over to Fogo, no, the other way, to Newfoundland. So there must have been 4 vehicles went racing up that highway ahead of us. And that's it. It's all peace and quiet now. Oh, look. The blazes are just so elaborate. Anyway, the trail goes this way. Oh, what a nice bridge. Wow. And considering there's like nobody, we haven't seen any sign of anyone other than, as I said, the ones getting off the ferry initially, plus the few people inhabiting the far end of the island. Oh, okay. I wonder why. Oh, all these little walkovers. I mean, considering there isn't any traffic here, this is really elaborate. Oh, and look at this one. This is huge. It's a boardwalk. Meanwhile, we're walking through the woods, listening to all kinds of birds chirping. Oh, and an awful lot of silence. It's not windy. There's no sound of anything from the ocean. Just our footsteps on the trail. Kaya's really liking this trail. Kaya has been extremely eager with this trail, sniffing the whole way, making it quite obvious she really likes this trail. This trail has the possibility of wildlife, so well, I assume she's smelling it even. So it's very exciting for her. I personally still like my roots where I came from, which was, ooh, Indian lookouts coming. My roots were this kind of terrain for hikes rather than plains and rocks and ocean coasts. I enjoy the difference, but somehow this feels homey. Okay, we know this is the last segment of the walk. Oh, Kaya's concerned. She went first, and I'm not caught up. So get up and look at that. That's the ferry we took coming over here from Fogo Island, which is right here. And there's all the settlements on the other side. So Jenny made a comment earlier about apparently a lack of beavers. That would suggest to me that a beaver is here. Don't see the house, but I see a dam. And there's where it drains out. So, I don't know what other animal would do that, but a beaver. Kaya's watching for wildlife outside and listening to the birds.
The next day, we drove into the town of Change Islands. Change Islands actually spans 3 small islands of the same name. Each island is separated from the other by a tickle. The Northern Island and the Middle Island are separated by the Northern Tickle. The Middle Island and the South Island are separated by the main tickle. We were driving on Southern Island toward Middle Island. The Northern Island is unpopulated. The town only has about 300 residents. It was unusually quiet where we were there.
So we're starting on the Squid Jiggers Trail. This is the loop version.
Oh, we have
Well, yeah, with smoke coming out of it. So they started their fire this morning. This trail goes through town, which we wanted to walk through anyway, and then turns and comes back along the coast. So we're at the very end of Change Island, which is basically connected by a causeway. It's practically an island in itself. And we're going to be basically doing a loop of that island. I always like this kind of a shed on stilts right at the ocean shore. don't know why. Jenny was saying only in Change Island could you walk down the main highway, main street, without worrying about any cars coming along. So Kaya was going down the highway, and suddenly a mouse ran out into the middle of the street. She looked at it and figured she would chase it, only the mouse was chasing her. Well, I have no idea what's over that hill. So we came up to the top of the hill. I have no idea. These antennas look different to me. I can't place them as to what they are. I believe this is the bottom of the kind of island portion that's connected by causeway to the rest of Change Island. Lots more homes down here. There's a lot of homes and they're very spread out. And then there's an awful lot of facilities like the school, the community center, the church, but all spread out. You can't identify anything in particular as being downtown, except where we were. There was 2 public buildings across the street from each other and a curve in the road. And we decided that was best we could judge as the center. This church is interesting. With it being boarded up that much, either it's got a horrible problem with wind damage or it's not used anymore. I have no idea which.
Here's the trail we're going. This is the town. You don't hear traffic or noises. You're walking on the main street. It's quiet. There's no traffic or noises.
You do hear traffic. If a car comes, you hear it like miles and miles away.
Yeah.
But there's something even more quiet. It's just very quiet. I just can't place what's missing. That would make other quiet places noisy. Oh, you could work for Change Island Line Depot Hydro. And you could probably spend an hour a week doing all their accounting.
Find a house for Kaya. Oh, Dave.
Yeah, me.
Dave loves it that. Yeah. Got to the trailhead. Oh, there's dog. And because oh, there's another dog. The dog is still barking. They never seen an Ontario dog.
I believe that the dog takes every opportunity to bark at the one person that passes the house every morning. Tall boy. That'll be my blaze of the day. Although I suppose one could say it's actually just a sign showing you the lookout you've reached.
We're standing on this foundation, probably the old-time lighthouse.
We have come across Peter's Cove. It's got a name at least.
There's lots of ponds here. The trail gets rocky. We're going that way. Oh. You hear the birds. Oh, this is like a forest.
Well, miniature trees.
Yeah. So Kaya went straight up on the cliff.
Trail's up here.
Yeah. Trail goes ice ship and she goes to shortcut.
I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, you're going there. I'm not going there. Here is a proper trail. We arrived at Kaplan Cove.
I have to admit that when I look at these trailblazes, the lure at the bottom, I was trying to interpret it as an arrow, but I don't believe this trail has a direction. I think they're just showing you that the trail goes past here.
Okay, here's the thing. The trail is gonna go around this cove. It's a picnic shelter and all the way to there. Yeah, we saw a fox over there.
Okay, it's gone. Kaya, are you enjoying the breeze here? Isn't this a beautiful piece of coast to take a rest at?
That one, that big rock over there, that is the Brimstone hiking trail on Fogo Island, and we did it.
I missed looking at the name of the last cove, and now we're at Chaffee's Cove.
Last cove was a Garden Cove.
Garden Cove, that was it, yeah. I remember now. So now we're at Jack Oaks Cove. And Kaya's upset. Fox got away.
This is called Lord Lady Gulch. Ah, I got to the gulch. Lord Lady Gulch. Little narrow gap between rocks. Ah, very nice.
So we're kind of in the middle of nowhere, but quite near the coast. You come across that building. Wow, what it is. A shed. It's not an outhouse.
You like to live there.
Oh, wouldn't that be cool? Oh, Kaya's pulling so anxiously up this hill. I just don't know what she's so anxious about. Oh, there's a flag here. Okay. Didn't know she was into flags. I can't see Little Gray. I think she's around the corner of the highway and up the top of the hill. And then down here, that's quite an estate there. Oh, it's two estates. There's the pink and red one and the white one. All the buildings they have. I'm jealous. Yeah. Wow, she's really surveying it all.
So we were up there, and right now we're down on the road. Here is trailhead, the other end.
I found it interesting that people use weed whackers so much to mow their lawn. So this channel here is called Northern Tickle.
We're almost back to our van. There's a dog greeting Kaya.
Dogs, yeah.
There's the dog. Oh no, dogs too.
Yeah. Look, that person's halfway through painting the yellow house green.
You see how bad we are. We basically take the whole street.
I don't think anyone else wants to use it right now. It might be Main Street and it might be a highway, but nobody else wants to use it right now, so we're okay.
This Saturday,
So there's downtown just up the hill there.
Dave found another shed. He really wants one of those, and he changed his mind from logging cabin to a vinyl shed, siding.
Covered, yeah, vinyl siding shed.
Then right now he wants this.
But I decided I want two sheds, and this is the second one.
We're back. See, that's great. How many kilometers we did? Huh? 6.8. Okay, not bad. Bye bye, Change Island. We're heading to ferry. We basically don't see anybody. And suddenly see a...
It's very, very busy for Change Island.
You see two people.
So we spent an hour or more at this ferry terminal hoping, although the schedules were contradictory, that there would be a run. And all of a sudden, a few minutes ago, huge lineup of 4 cars turned up. So we're gonna go join them.
The boat is coming, and the guy, he works here, just told me the boat is full, only 6 spots left. Right now we have 10 cars lined up, so 4 of them have to, and waiting for next one. Next one is gonna be 5. It's quite annoying because then you're gonna wait another 3 hours.
Oh no, they probably still can't go in the front.
Oh, turn out only 1 car came off, and the rest of them going to the same direction we're going.
I wonder if they asked for volunteers to get off early and stay the night here. It doesn't look like room from here.
You'll get in there, you'll get in there.
Are you going to stay in your vehicle for this crossing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at your audience.
Yeah.
They watched all your performance. So there's no room. The mirror has to be bended over, so we can't get it out.
We're so close. Like there's not room for Kaya to get between the
And
vehicles.
that one is.
And that one too.
Suddenly smell something really good.
Oh,
the barbecue started.
That's for the crew.
Yeah. Oh, look at this lineup here. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow! Look at all of RVs.
3 lines.
Wow, much busier than when we came across. Just shows you tourist season's ramping up.
Martha came from off the farm, ran right up, jumped in my arms. I said, "You're coming home with me today." Martha, you're the sweetest girl, an angel sent down to this world. I love you more than words could ever say. Every day's a new beginning, life is just a game you're winning. Every time you look, an open door. So run right out, chase the sunlight, nothing left to do but do right. Martha, you're the one my heart beats for. Martha, my darling, your name I keep calling. Heartaches forgotten when you lie with me. Down in the holler, in mansion or squalor, Martha, where you are is where I'll be.